Hi everyone, it's Cindy and I'm back after a very long absence. You know, between Christmas and traveling and company and all that, it was hectic in December. And then December 31st, I got that fatal phone call from my husband's cousin. He said, I just tested positive for COVID, and he had been at our house 2 days previously. So long and short of it, my husband and I both got COVID. And even though my husband breezed through it, he's the one that's got liver cancer and all, he's diabetic and he's over 70 and all this stuff. And he breezed through it. But he was also on a steroid. You know, it could have been any 2 weeks out of the year and it would have been a different story, except for those 2 weeks. It happened to be the 2 weeks that had him on a steroid. So I think that happened, and I think it was all part of God's plan. So anyway, a lot of family members have had it. Some of them have it still right now. It's just kind of gone around. I mean, I'm not saying that we all got it from the same person, but because we definitely live in different parts. But this one to me is not scary in the fact that it's going to really affect your health, but it's scary in that I think everybody's going to get it, except maybe a few people are really isolated. But anyway, my sore throat was my worst thing, and then my house just was a total disaster because neither one of us felt like doing anything. So it's taking me this long to get things kind of settled where I can get back in here, because I can't work in here. Even though this room is a mess, I can't work in here too much if the other rooms are too messy. I just have too many people come over, if you know what I mean. If I lived by myself and didn't know anybody, it wouldn't matter. But anyway, this journal has been in my mind for a long time. And I finally got it started. I had to. You'll find out why in a minute. I bought this book and I wanted it because it had the big white spine. So I just kept the original spine, except I did put some extra chipboard in there to kind of stiffen it up. And then of course, it was 4 books in one, and I had to read it because they were mysteries. So I read the book first and then I gutted it. So, and if it had been something I really, really, really liked, I wouldn't have done it. I would have found another book with 3 or 2 inch spine. I'm not sure what it ended up being. 2.5, I guess. But anyway, the cover is not finished. You can see I had purple here, and I went with the purple butterfly fabric for no particular reason, just because it was purple. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. At one time, I thought about putting a thing that said a year in the life of, or the year 2023, or something like that. So I'm not sure, but I've got a whole year to figure it out, because this book, I'm doing it as a year-long project, and I worked pretty diligently to figure it out. First I had here, and then you can see it kind of got wet, 4 signatures, 1 for each season, roughly. So each signature, same amount of pages. So my pages had to, obviously, every time you put a page in, it times by 4, right? Because you got 4 fronts and 4 backs. And, but I needed 3 months per signature. So I also had to divide by 3. So my number had to divide by 3 and 4. Anyway, I ended up thinking, okay, if I do 12 pages, that will give me, it wasn't 12 pages, 9 pages per signature. Doubled would give me 12 pages per month, because I'm doing the 4 seasons and the 12 months, okay? I don't think I made that clear. But then I thought, that gives me 12 pages. And, there's 30 days in a month, roughly. So half a page each day would be 15, and I had 12. So okay, what's my next number I could bump it up to that's divisible by 3 and 4? And that was 12. So 12 pages per signature. And then you divide that by 4, you get 48. Then you divide it by 3 and you get 16. So each month has 16 pages. If you divide those, do a half a page per day, then you've got 32. So we should be covered. Now, it doesn't mean you have to do a half a page a day. It's just whatever you want. But I wanted there to be plenty. So what I'm trying to say is, I've done these pages and signatures so that, like, here's 1 month. I clipped them off so I wouldn't get them mixed up. All of these pages can be done for January, okay? And I'm going to decorate it for January. But let me skip ahead and do December, because I already had the December stuff out, right? We just finished Christmas. And I want to be able to sell this journal next year in time for someone to get it in order to use it in 2023. So in 2023, they would start with January and just start collecting their memories. So does that make sense at all? So I'm using the year 2022 to make this journal, and then we'll try to sell it in November right here, because I don't want to wait till December, because then, you know, by the time they get it, the year might have already started. So anyway, I hope that any of that made sense. But let's look at December's. Let me make sure I'm in frame. So of course, like I said, this was easy because I had the stuff out. I still have the stuff out. It's over that way, but we won't talk about that. You might hear it fall over in a minute. But anyway, if you watched any of my videos in December, I talked about making kits. I took all my supplies, divided them up into 21 kits. I picked 21 because that's how many pages I had, how many dividers, clear envelope things to put them in. So anyway, so I just went and grabbed one of my kits, and then I decorated these pages. And I'm not worried that maybe this has one sort of feel for Christmas, and you know, this might have a different feel. This is going to definitely be an eclectic journal, because here's a purple Christmas card right here with all this sort of stuff. But I picked the purple, you know, because of here. So I'm not worrying about things being matchy-matchy, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because it's going to be hard to do a whole year and be matchy-matchy with like it being real authentic and vintage looking or certain style. We're not doing that. We're just doing what looks good and what we find. So anyway, here's December's, and I had this index card I just made with scraps of scrapbook papers. And then I put a ruffle on this page. And if you'll notice, all the pages are very neutral, because I couldn't put like a Valentine's sheet in, because it's, you know, how it works in a signature. You'd have the Valentine's here, but you also might have the Valentine page come up in the middle of March over here, so we can't have that. So keep everything very neutral. It will all be decorated by you know, the tags and the pockets and all those sorts of things. So anyway, so I had that, and then I put a ruffle on this one, hand-stitched one. Somebody gave me the great idea. I mean, they didn't give it to me. They had a video of making, using fabric scraps as banners on paper clips. And if you saw one of my videos, well, it's been more than a week now, but last few videos, I was talking about different projects with fabric. So I went and added fabric banners to my list, so that was pretty cool. So anyway, just got a little Santa stamp there. This is made out of napkin and corrugated cardboard, and then just made a little collage tag to go in it. And see, there should be plenty of spaces to write. And if, you know, I took up part of the page here, which you could have written on, I took it up with this pocket, but it's also wide enough that you can put a whole bunch of pictures here, or a whole bunch more tags, index cards, whatever, to make up for any space I might have covered up while I was gluing. So, okay, here's that purple Christmas card. And I mean, I'm not really here to show you the whole thing. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I'm doing. So this is one of those postcards I made. And when I took it out of the kit, I thought, wait a minute, that's original? I don't know, my printer did so good that day. It just printed everything perfect. This was like a big roll of stickers, so I like the colors together. So I just glued it on. It's just a decoration. This was in my stash. I think Gail may have shown how to make these. It's got like a little notepad here and then a little pocket. And I just put an extra little label here, so whoever gets this can just put it wherever they want. So, and then this is the back page in the book. And I found this old, kind of real stiff, I call it floral ribbon, yeah. And I just sewed it on my sewing machine, not the greatest, made a ruffle, because I thought it kind of tied into the back of the book. So anyway, and yes, I don't know if I made that clear, but I put fabric here, and then I put scrapbook paper here to cover the spine and everything, and I just picked it because I liked it. And also I thought it went well with the neutral pages. Okay, that brings us up to January. So I want to show you this tub. I have a little tub here where I'm kind of collecting, or not tub, project box, things as I rummage around and I find them. And like here are some stickers from August. And I thought that looks kind of like Eastery paper. And here was barbecue stickers. And then Valentine's, but it's too wide for my book, so I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. But anyway, and then this I got somewhere. Did I write on there what it was? Yes, compass and ink tags. Aren't they cute? I love them. So anyway, I put this in here for some reason. I'm not sure. These are just like green stamps, except they're red or gold. So just put them in there. I've had this Valentine forever and ever and ever. I think my mother gave it to me. She just gave it to me. You know, like, oh, look, someone gave me a bunch of these. Someone gave them to her. So she just gave it to me. She didn't fill it out as a Valentine. That I thought would be cute for Valentine's. Let's see, I've got that. And then this is notebook paper, not notebook paper, but card, just folded to be a card. And that we can work that in somewhere. And then I found this, you know, all this Goodwill. It was 50 cents. Yeah, 50 cents. I liked it, and it's bumpy, and I got flowers in the little house. So maybe definitely for spring or Mayflowers. April showers bring us Mayflowers, yeah. So anyway, just things I find that I think I can use, and I chunk in here. Now, the January stuff, I've already pulled out, and it's right here. So, and this, because I was thinking, you know, will that fit? So I don't know, I'm sure if that was on frame. And here's part of it too. I've been playing around with it a little bit. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Who knows? I don't know. This is basically obviously for 12 by 12 scrapbook as topper. I mean, this is ancient. I've had this 100 years. But I like it because New Year's resolutions, and I think I could cut it so that just barely fits. So we might put that on as like a little side tuck somewhere. And like this could either be cut and made into a journaling card, or it could be a pocket, which it probably will be a pocket. There's my instructions. All right, this, it's like a celebration, right? It's got little streamers and confetti and stuff. This is plastic, and it came from, excuse me, I still have a little cough. Excuse me, I was drinking some tea. Okay, came from a Carnival cruise. We were there during my daughter's birthday, so I, you know, paid for them to decorate the room. So when she opened it up, these streamers are going across the room like that. So of course, you know, being a scrapbooker, I had to keep every bit of it. So I'm thinking that we could make like a really pretty bright pocket or some tags out of that. So we might do that. So anyway, for January, we have New Year's, of course, and then we have snow, right? Snow and cold. And I know we have like the Martin Luther King's birthday and then we have President's Day and stuff like that. But I'm just going to, I don't want to, I'm staying away from that. I'm doing more like holidays. I mean, I know Martin Luther King Day is a holiday, but maybe you understand what I mean. So anyway, I have snow stuff. This is a napkin that I just put on book page. And I thought those would make pockets and tags. I found these. These are real cute. They're just little things that punch out. And it's a little hat. And then the tags. This was with stuff. It's blue fiber of some sort. And that sticker thingy there doesn't go on it. It's just trash. This is a snowflake button. And then I like the snowflake paper. It kind of goes with that first one we saw. Actually, this was part of a calendar I had once, I guess from 2007. And it was like, you can use this stuff for a scrapbook. And like, it would kind of all coordinate. So that's why, yeah, the dates at the top. But I thought I could cut out January and still use it. Got a little sticker of the, you know, the New Year's Eve party. And then these are stickers. And I like it where it says Happy New Year there. And then what a year, which I thought that can go at the back of the book. Maybe on this page we could put what a year right there. And then there's New Year's Eve, which I thought I would probably just cut and include in a pocket. So that, because, you know, I didn't put anything there. So that whoever gets the journal, they can put it wherever they want. If they want to use it, they can. If not, they don't have to. So it's just going to be like that, loose in there. So best of times, out with the old and with the new, those can definitely be used on tags. And then this was from 2023, which we probably can't use. But anyway, okay, so where are we going to start? I don't know. I did think about this one. I'll get all this over here. Oops, just dropped part of it. Okay, I don't want this video going too long. All right, I thought making a belly band out of this. I went and pulled laces and stuff, and I think it'd be pretty with the lace, but then it's awful wimpy if you're trying to put something behind this. So then I had this stuff that's where they punch out sequins. So I thought, okay, that can be the belly band, like that. Just trying to make it a little bit more decorative. And then I thought, well, why don't I put the lace on top of that? And that maybe it's got to get glued down and then put that. Is that too much? I think it may be too much. So I think I'll just use the sequin stuff because this is not a real frilly word. So let's see what we can get done. So I need to trim it up a bit. I don't want to lose that button. And I don't want to just take this. We'll get this made real quick and then in the video because I don't need it. Want it to be too long. Okay. All right, I did get a new trimmer. I think I mentioned that. And I still don't like it. It's still too big. The problem is I won't clean off my desk enough to fit it on here, so. And I'm not real good about figuring out where the cut line's at. So let's see how bad I messed this up. It really needs to be very close to the R, so that's not too bad. It needs to be close to the S. Let's see. Okay, we'll see if that works. Okay, so it just kind of resides over to the side of me now, and it's not the greatest. Okay, so I guess let's see. This is January. I clipped all the months together. You can see that's January, February, March. That makes up, let's see, I've got two signatures here. January, February, March make up the first signature. Even though you got that's winter time and the start of spring, I don't care so much about the seasons. I just want the months all, I don't want a month partly in this signature and partly in that signature. No reason why. I just thought it would be better not to be. Okay, we could put this here, and then this under it. And we could do it on a page like that. Oh, I like it better on that. So let's put it here. So I'm just going to try to get where I need to cut it. And if it sticks off, because that's something I didn't think about. We can talk about that real quick. If you notice how my signatures are shorter than my book, because I didn't realize until I already had all of them cut and everything, well, getting ready to cut them all gathered, that this is a taller book than normal. So I thought, well, that's okay, because I can add ruffles and things to the tops and bottoms. So that's a little something. And also, I had my little thing, the templates made where I punched the holes for the signatures to be sewn in. And when I got to the pages to mark those holes, I realized the top and bottom holes were off my pages. I had them further up because I like to put them pretty close to the ends. So I had to do some repair work on my spine. You can see a little bit of the washi tape there. And block up those holes and punch some new ones. So, yeah, that's something to think about. If you have an oversized book, you better make sure your pages are shorter. Make sure where you punch those holes works on the shorter pages. So, you know what? How am I going to glue this thing down? Oh, I'm not going to glue it down. It's a belly band. That's right. I need to glue this onto it. So, let's get a piece of old paper here. And let's put some glue on this. I did not ever find my, what's that glue? Art glitter glue with the silver tip and all that. But I was watching somebody on YouTube and they had their art glitter glue in a little bottle because it's got the little spout thing in there. And I thought, you know what? I have like a dozen of those bottles. So I got my refill of my art glitter glue and I filled that and it's working great. So that was good because I got some use out of those little bottles. Plus, I don't have to keep waiting until I find my art glitter glue, the original bottle. I know this is going to stick to that book page. but I don't really mind at this point. I'm just trying to get a little bit straight. I'll peel it off. Oh, it didn't stick too bad. Just a little bit. Okay, now that actually needs to dry before I put it on the page. So, okay, I think, let's see, I know I'm getting long on this video. Oh yes, so I'm going to wait till this dries through the holes, and then I'm going to glue it on there, and we're going to call that a belly band resolution. So that's the beginning of January, but I will go back and do something here. I could put it right there. Oh, I was thinking about putting Happy New Year there, but it's awful bright up against that. So why don't I put this here, and then on like the next page, I'll put Happy New Year or something. So it's the brighter stuff's not quite right in your face when you open the journal. So, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, that's the plan. I will either do another video and show you what I'm doing, or I'll work a little bit and then show you what I've done. So, if that makes any sense. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.